What is going on? It's Styler here. Today I will show you the 4.5-inch Doogee Turbo Mini F1, a very light 64-bit budget phone with support for LTE for everyone who doesn't like phablet phones. It comes with the 64-bit MTK6732 quad-core chipset, 1GB RAM, 8GB ROM, Android 4.4.4 KitKat, support for 4G LTE, dual SIM, but only a QHD 960 by 540 screen and a 2000 mAh battery. Let's very quickly check the design. So we see the phone here, and right now there's a screen protector on the phone, so that's why you see these rainbow effects here from the screen protector. But the phone is very compact, it's light, and yeah, the design is nothing special. Actually, we have seen this design before on the Doogee DG 2014, and actually it's an old design, but still for some people I still like this kind of design here. We on the back have these dots here, and this is just plastic. We have here the frames, something that looks and feels like metal. We also here in the top here also have something that looks like brushed metal, but this is actually just plastic. And also don't forget to check my full unboxing video of this phone on my channel. And in the end of the video I will also list some of the pros and cons, so stay tuned. And let's have a look here on the back side. So one thing I have to mention is that the back cover here is extremely tight and hard to pull off the phone, but here you see it, just plastic. We have here the SIM trays. You see I'm using here a micro SIM. We also have here for normal SIM size, and we have here a tray for a micro SD card. And let's have a look here. We see here some GPS Bluetooth antennas. We also see here for the LTE. We see the camera and the LED flash. We have the battery here. We find the back speaker. And the battery is on 2000 mAh. Okay, let's turn on the phone. So here we have the lock screen, and we see here the Doogee here. We unlock. So this screen here is as told only a QHD screen, and the resolution is not that high, but for a 4.5-inch I believe it's okay. The colors are actually vivid and okay, good. And let's just scroll a little bit here. So you notice that it's snappy, not laggy at all. And it's because it's using one of the new 64-bit MediaTek chipsets. So let's have a look here. In the top we have all the quick toggles here. We have support for HotKnot. And let's go into the settings. So we also have something called visitor mode. We have a display, of course support for mirror vision. We find system gestures. So for example we have here support for 3-finger screenshot, 2-finger volume, double tap to lock the screen. And let me show you here the 2-finger volume. You enable this and you can actually just slide up and down with 2 fingers to control the volume here. Nice. And of course here the 3-finger screenshots like this. Double tap to lock the screen on the home, and double tap to unlock. Let's try a C. So these are the off-screen gestures to start the dialer. And let's have a look here in storage. So in the internal we see only 1.12 GB, so it's not the biggest. The rest we have here in the phone storage. And here inside the apps, let's see in running what the RAM consumption is. We find the power saving mode. So here you can enable power saving, smart saving mode. and you can choose when this will be enabled on 10, 20 or 30% here. We have of course language and input. Let's just have a quick look. So most language will be supported here. And we also find smart wake up. So smart wake up is, for example, double tap to wake, slide up to unlock, gestures like C, E and O and so on to start some apps. We have the developer options and about phone. And here we also see support for wireless updates, so hopefully we'll get a lollipop later for this phone also. We have the model number, Android version 4.4.4 KitKat. So one thing is that we don't have any backlight in these buttons here. You see they are only painted with silver on top, and the phone also is missing any kind of notification LED. So I guess it's because we are talking about a budget phone, so the price is very low. But you just have to know that if you're buying this phone will lack these two things. Let's have a quick look in the camera app. So most of these are stock. There are no special settings here. Let's just scroll down. Let's see, we have anti-shake and so on, gesture and smile shot. We see here 8 megapixels, possible interpolated. We have the video camera here. And we have different settings here. For example, here we have here the picture-in-picture mode. Let's try something here. So for some camera samples in full resolution, I will provide some samples in the video description, so don't forget to check these out. So regarding the camera, I must say that the camera is not the best. Actually, indoor it is able to do some okay sharp pictures, and especially also close up. But as soon you go outside, it struggles with the brightness, and most pictures are way too bright. And the camera is actually maybe the worst thing in this phone here. It's really low quality, and I don't like the pictures at all in this camera. And let us also check out the LED, the flash. So I must say that the LED here is very weak, not strong at all. You can see here nearly no light. And here I also ran the Android benchmark. So this is a read write speed of the phone, so you can see it's okay fast. And it's because it's using the new chipset 64-bit from MediaTek. Let's also have a look here on sensor box. So it has a lot of different sensors, but not all sensors are real. For example, the gyroscope sensor, I'm not sure if it's real or not. The sensor seems to be there, but maybe not working. And here you see the Wi-Fi analyzer, so it's pretty high. And here from a speed test, and my internet line here is a 50 megabit. The download and upload is 2, and this was tested about 5 meters away from the Wi-Fi router. And actually the Wi-Fi and the reception is pretty good on this phone here. And here to the Antutu benchmark, we see it gets near 30,000 in score. So not bad at all. And we see here some of the sensors that Antutu says it has. And let's also try here the USB on the go. So let me try to connect the OTG cable. And we see it's found. So this is the external USB storage. Let's go into the file manager, external, other pictures, and let's have a look. Let's try out some music. Okay, so the back speaker is not the loudest. I would say that it's okay for normal use, but actually I tried out also the sound through the headphones here, and the sound quality and the volume is actually better through these. So don't expect super sound from this back speaker here, but for normal use, yeah, you can use it. Let's also try out the multi-touch test. So it's a 5-point multi-touch, you see it here. Yeah. Let's try out the LCD test. Here you see in black, looks good. And let us check out the viewing angle. So here with the light turned off, you see it's okay. I would say you can see the icons and you can also read the text here. So of course it's much brighter and clear when you look directly on the front, but it's acceptable, I would say. So one thing that is not working is the compass. So we see here a compass installed but does nothing. So the compass is clearly not working in this phone. So we also find something called app lock here. So let's have a look. So here you can insert a code, password, and you can then lock some of the apps. For example, if you don't want anyone to use the phone dialer. Let's try here. So now it's locked. Let's go back. Yeah, and here you have to enter the password before you can use the phone dialer now. So you could for example also put a password on your gallery, on your SMS or emails or so on. And let's try out CPU identifier. So one thing you have to notice, it says here it's a 1.3 GHz, and many shops by mistake write that this phone is a 1.5 GHz, but in fact we see it's only 1.3. Let's also have a look here on the reception. So you see Wi-Fi is in top. 3G network reception is also pretty good. So overall the Wi-Fi is really fast on this phone here. I have had no issues with the reception or the network or the call quality or the volume. So these things are all perfect on this phone here.
The number you've dialed is incomplete. Please call the information service.
And here we see the GPS results. So you see the fixed time, and here we also see the accuracy. So here in the end of the review, I will now list some of the pros and cons. So first to the pros, it's a very compact and light phone, perfect if you just need a small phone with you. Because of the size, the screen is actually okay, even though it's only using a QHD screen, colors are okay, but nothing special. It uses one of the new 64-bit MediaTek chipsets and comes with Android 4.4.4 out of the box. And I think it will also be possible to get Android 5 Lollipop later. It also supports HotKnot and actually has a lot of features like 3-finger screenshots, power saving modes, off-screen gestures and double tap to wake. It has average Wi-Fi, GPS and network reception, not super but also not bad. Regarding the battery life is good and it can actually last 1 to 2 days, and I think it may be because it is only using a QHD screen in combination with one of the new 64-bit MediaTek chipsets. So to the cons are that the rear camera is not really good. The strange thing is that it does shoot pictures inside and close-ups pretty well, but outdoor landscape pictures are way too bright and overexposed, and it seems to struggle with the camera settings in auto mode. And the funny thing is that the front camera actually seems to do a little bit better pictures than the rear camera. So I would say the camera is only good for some quick snapshots. So in the hardware we also only find, as told before, a low resolution QHD screen. There is no kind of backlight in the hardware buttons or any kind of notification LED. And also the back speaker is not the best, only through the headphones the audio quality is actually pretty good. The design is an old design that were also used on the Doogee DG 2014, so it's nothing new, but that doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. So that's it for the review. Remember also to check out my blog. You'll find the link in the video description. If you have any questions, please comment below, give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more. Thanks for watching. See ya.